At 5 seconds, I will give myself 15 seconds to read the quotation. It is opened. In the hit 2010 series Parks and Recreation, they have the Native Americans Womapoke Indians. And throughout the series, although in previous television history as well as media history, Native Americans have not been perceived in a positive light. However, Parks and Recreation puts a humorous spin on this, talking about how the city has absolutely been abysmal towards Native Americans, and the chief actually making jokes about the situation. In fact, one of the episodes, the chief jokes that he's going to put a curse on the town, and when he speaks to the camera, he says, I know two things that white people go crazy for: Rachel Ray and curses, joking about how gullible we as white people are. But putting a positive spin there, putting a better positive affirmation about the Native American community, making them just more than they were perceived previously in media history. And through the quotation, I don't want to be a statistic forever, by Mike, who is a former teacher living in a single adult shelter for men, we can agree with this. No one wants to be stereotyped the way we are, for we as a society and community just want to be accepted. We can find this in the difficulty and struggles of those who are forced to participate or forced to go through their hardships in their life, as well as those who are pushing boundaries and trying to speak out. First and foremost, it is so difficult living a life that sometimes can feel forced to do things that you would rather not do or just simply have struggles with. We can find that through the television series Abbott Elementary, as well as the actor Kit Connor, that there are hardships and difficulties. Through the show Abbott Elementary, although a comedy mockumentary in and of itself, has its difficult moments. They acknowledge that they are a low-funded public school, and it does not shy away from that. They lack expenses, they cannot provide a lot of equipment for the children, and they simply have difficulties with one of the teachers being called the worst teacher the parent has ever seen. They are doing their best to struggle and survive in this economy and their school system. They're having to push past the difficulties for, again, although the series is a comedy in and of itself, they have their struggles. Moving forward, the actor Kid Connor, who participated in the series Heartstopper, played bisexual Nick. And in real life, many people were upset with the idea that he was holding hands with a girl in a picture he posted on Instagram. Many people were going crazy saying that he was queer baiting, even though you as a person in real life cannot queer bait. And because of this, the actor, who was then 17, came out on Twitter saying, "Hi, I'm bi. Thanks for forcing a 17-year-old to come out," and that he was quitting social media for a while. After this, the same people who were upset at him for queer baiting were celebrating the fact that he came out. Realistically, they were forcing him to come out of the closet, and he had to push past this difficulty. This is something he felt like he was forced to do, and he felt like he was being stereotyped. He ended up moving forward positively from this, but it does not negate the fact that he was forced to do this. Through Abbott Elementary as well as Kid Connor, it can be difficult being a statistic. It can be difficult to move past these issues in your life. However, just as there are these difficulties and the feelings of being stereotyped and having to do something that you really do not want to do, there are those who have paved the boundaries and pushing these boundaries forward. We can examine this through high school social studies teacher Sean Lee, as well as the lead singer of Greta Von Fleet. Sean Lee provides that in his high school classroom, media literacy skills are not all that it is cracked up to be. There are struggles within public school systems involving these skills, and he decided to make an effort to bring it to the classroom. He tries to teach his students how to conform and how to use these media literacy skills to improve their day-to-day life. Media literacy is something that everybody struggles with, especially high schoolers. They're kids, they don't know what to do when it comes to online situations. By teaching these skills, Sean is giving them a fighting chance on how to be well-educated citizens of the society. And finally, the lead singer of Greta Von Fleet last year, 2023, during Pride Month, came out of the closet saying that he was gay. He proceeded to use his platform to talk about transgender rights and pushing for equality for all. This is a situation where he chose to come out on his own. He was able to do this himself and decided to do it all for the better. For even though some people, just like Connor, felt like they were forced to come out of the closet, this is a more positive story. And he was using this for advocacy. He was trying to push these boundaries to discuss exactly why we needed to help the community and why these transgender rights are important. He was using his platform for the better. Through the lead singer from Greta Von Fleet, as well as Sean Lee, we can find that although there are these difficulties and boundaries, there are some people that are doing their best to push them to help the benefit of others. Today, we have analyzed that through those who have these difficulties and struggles, there are also those who are pushing boundaries and trying to use their platforms for good, making the quotation, "I don't want to be a statistic forever," accurate. We do not want to be stereotyped. We do not want to be statistics. We want simply equality for all. In fact, the Womapoke Indians, although they had a horrific past from Pawnee, provide a step into the future, a step where they are seen as equality, that they have an upper leg in society. And ultimately, that's something Parks and Recreation did very, very well.